Hey you. Yeah, you. You want to impress your friends with some good cinematic Skyrim videos? Well, come on in and welcome to the part 2 of my 3-part series where I show you how to make a cinematic Skyrim video. If you haven't seen part 1, you can watch that after this one. Watch this one all the way through for the YouTube algorithm. Just kidding, you can do whatever you want. So in this video, I will cover what console commands I use for my Skyrim videos. If you play on PC, you know what I'm talking about. If you're a console player, well, you can still watch. For some of you, you might already know most of these. But because I'm doing this video assuming you have no idea how to do any of this, just watch the whole thing. And just like in my previous video, I will put a timestamp in the description so it's easy to watch. So take out a pen and paper because class is back in session. Let's get started. First command. Okay, first things first. To access console command in Skyrim, just hit the tilde key, and then this is where you type in the commands that we'll go over. Okay? Got it? Okay. Now, most of you already know this one, but for those that don't, TFC allows you to control the camera freely and move it anywhere you want to. As an added bonus, you can use TFC1 to freeze the frame and move the camera wherever you want, so you can get nice, cool cinematic shots like this. And that's all there is with this one. Moving on. Next command. Now you're probably wondering, why is my camera moving so damn fast? Well, this is where you want to use this next command. And that is SUCSM? SUCSM? Okay, we're going to get it together. SUCSM. This command will let you control the speed of your camera while you're on TFC. So you want to type in SUCSM and a number after it. I usually use SUCSM 1. The higher the number, the faster the camera. And the lower the number, the slower the camera. And that's pretty much it. Just make sure you adjust the number to whatever it is you're comfortable with. Next command. Okay, if there is one command that I use the most besides TFC, it's FOV. FOV is a command that lets you guessed it, change the FOV of your camera. But crazy, right? I always get asked how I make my screenshots or videos look and feel cinematic. And my number one advice is this command. Change that FOV. Look, having a wide FOV like FOV 100 is great for gameplay, but for cinematics or screenshots, not always. Let me show you what I mean. Which one of these shots look and feel more cinematic? The one on the left is shot using FOV 35, while the one on the right is FOV 100. Lowering the FOV will allow you to get that cinematic feel more than the higher FOV. So don't be afraid to get in close and get in tight. Next command, SGTM. SGTM is one of those commands that not a lot of people know about. But if you're trying to make a good Skyrim video, you're going to need to know it. SGTM allows you to control the speed of the game. Default number is SGTM 1, and anything lower than 1 will slow the game down. And anything higher than 1 will speed the game up. And if you hit 0, then you freeze the frame. This is best used when you're trying to line up a good shot. Just type in SGTM 0, that will freeze the frame, and then move your camera around to a shot that you want. And then hit the command SGTM 1 or whatever speed you want to, and then you're all set. Next command. Are you tired of sitting around and waiting for the wait menu to go by just to find the right in-game hour to shoot your Skyrim video? Well, then you're going to want to use this next command. Type in set game hour to and any number between 1 to 24 because there's 24 hours in a day in Tamriel. This will then set the time to that specific hour. So let me give you an example. Set game hour to 14. This will put your game time to 2 p.m., which is 2 hours after 12 p.m. 15 will put you at 3, and 16 will put you at 4 p.m. So on and so forth. Now, if you've ever taken pictures or videos in real life and have heard of the term golden hour, then let me highlight you for a second. For those that don't know what the term golden hour is, it is the hour before sunset and the hour after sunrise, when you get the perfect lighting. So what is Skyrim's golden hour, you ask? Depending on your location, it is hour 8 around sunrise and hour 17 around sunset. Next command. So you found your perfect lighting for outdoors. Weather is good lighting, good everything, looks solid, right? And you're probably wondering, how do I keep this the same? Well, that's when you want to use the command set timescale to. Set timescale controls the speed of in-game hour. The default is set timescale to 20, which means 1 minute in real life is 20 minutes in Skyrim.
5 minutes in the real world gives you an hour in the dream.
So to keep the same lighting, what you want to do is set timescale to 0. This will stop the time from progressing, which means that lighting will stay constant. If you've watched my part 1 video, this command works really well with the weather changer mod from Fenderix. Want a rainy scene? Go change the weather to a rainy weather, then set timescale to 0. And now, it will keep raining until you say so. Another great use for this command is setting up time-lapse shots. Set your timescale to something high, like 5,000, and watch the time just lapse. Next command. Tired of your UI getting in the way of your videos? Use command TM to remove your UI. That's it. Moving on. Last commands. So you're trying to set up a good shot, but you keep getting attacked by these stupid NPCs?
I'll tell you.
There's a couple of commands you can use. Use tdetect to toggle detections so that way no enemies will notice you. You can also use tcai to toggle the AI or tcai to toggle the combat AI. These are all different commands but achieve the same goal of helping you set up your shots. For example, if you want to set up a standoff between you and some enemies, just spawn some bandits, hit tcai, and set up your shot. Bonus tip. Now I'm adding this in here because my good friend Captain Panda asked me. This is for you, Panda. Go watch his videos. But not right now. Keep watching mine first. So if you ever wonder how to get some nice depth of field for your Skyrim videos, let me show you what I do. And just as a side note, I will not be going over the technicalities of this and the terms and whatnot and what they do. I'm just going to tell you what I do to achieve the look, as these settings can look different depending on the ENB or reshade you're using. For these videos, I'm using Cabbage ENB. So open your ENB UI. Under Effects, make sure you have Depth of Field enabled. Then on the right, look for ENB Depth of Field.fx. If you want a consistent depth of field, then you want to turn off autofocus. Then there's only two things I really mess with, and that is DOF Manual Focus Depth and DOF Hyperfocal Distance. Now again, I'm not going over the technicalities of it, but what I do is just set my focus depth at a lower number than my hyperfocal distance. For example, I'll put the depth to 0.010 and distance to 0.015. This will give you a nice depth of field. And of course you can mess around with these settings and experiment with what you like. And that's it. If you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you. And thanks for tuning in. I know this video took a lot longer for me to get done as I was working on other things in between. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I'm a very, very busy man. But I hope the quality of my videos make up for the quantity of uploads. So if you like the video, hit the like and comment. If you like me, then subscribe and hit the bell so you can get more of me. Thanks again. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.